the very best guys, in my opinion, on the entire planet right now. So again, definite similarities in a lot of ways as far as the motivation and the love I have for those guys. But also, again, the approach is very different as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Young Bucks, Omega, I mean, that's a team along with you, right? I mean, that's one of the best team-ups I feel
What a crew.
maybe of all time here.
What a crew.
Yeah, what a crew. So let me throw this up here. I know we're going to waste too much time here, but I got these 3 figures to show up here if we can see them. I got to have the Adam Cole in there too, right, at the end.
I see it.
These are Ultimate Edition. I got the Ric Flair. I got the Ric Flair here. It's got, the belt. It's got the robe. It's got everything in here. And got the John Cena as well. Same thing. It's got the belt, a lot of his shirt, hat. It's got a lot of accessories. And then I got the Rock as well. And then to cap it off, we got the obviously gotta have the Adam Cole right here.
Beautiful.
So I
love
those 4 as a lot. We'll start at what, $1?
All right, $1, $11, whatever. Let's keep it in increments of 20, you guys. And then a reminder. So everybody, if you're watching, we're going to be there's a massive charity session this evening on Elite Comics 11. We're going to have special guests. We're going to have Cody Rhodes. We're going to have Leva Bates. We're going to have Diamond Dallas Page. So you want to follow Elite Comics 11 and join us for that session as well. In the meantime, so we have this charity counter at the bottom. All the proceeds go to Culture City. We got several of you guys have donated. We're at $500-something right now. Please donate. Culture City does amazing work for people with sensory needs. So we got into that. So now this auction of this set for those 4 figures there, just type in a bid in the chat starting at $11, $20 increments. The winner will simply make a donation for that amount, and then we will send you these figures. Marentej, I got you at 70. Anyone in at 90 for all 4 of those figures. I'll keep my eye on the bids. And Bill, ask him another question.
All right. Picking up from chat, thank you for some of the awesome questions you've been putting out there. I want to make sure to pass along. Anyone that you're looking forward to taking on at AEW, like any matches you're hoping to have?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's so much talent there. Who I would love the chance to step into the ring with. That was actually one of the biggest appeals to me about AEW, because between the young talent, guys like Jungle Boy, who I've already wrestled before, but I'd love to get in there with him again, Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, MJF. And then you look at, again, some of the veterans of the sport with guys like Bryan Danielson, who I wrestled once on SmackDown, but I'd love to wrestle him again, this time in an AEW environment. CM Punk, I never thought I would get the chance to step into the ring with him, and now it seems like that's a very real possibility, which is really cool for me, not just as a wrestler, but as a fan of his. My God, yeah, I feel like the options are limitless.
Chat loves the CM Punk name, you versus CM Punk. I saw, once you mentioned it, man, it was...
Gotta happen. It's gotta happen someday.
I want to see a last shot to CM Punk's head, though, in the back, knee to the head.
Gary, I would definitely win, but it'd still be cool to be in there with him. Go toe-to-toe with him on the microphone and in the ring. That'd be great.
We're at $150 on this charity lot. Anyone in at $170 or better, we want $20 increments. Travis, why don't you use your camera to show off this lot?
Yeah, let me zoom in more here. So it's got, a ton of accessories. It's the Ultimate Edition, right? So it's got the robe, the belt for Rick. You got, all the John Cena accessories with the belt. The Rock is my favorite one, though. It's got, the T-shirt, the most recent, I think, right, belt, and then you got, obviously Adam Cole
what about
here.
That one?
Yeah, this is like the best of all time, though. Right here.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go.
That one's the best one. That's the best one.
This is the one that tops it off, right? I mean, out of the
yeah, that's the icing on the cake.
That's the
icing's
icing
the
on
best
the
part of the
cake.
cake. Exactly. Right.
Out of the ultimates, though, I gotta go with the Rock, right, as the best one. Or I mean, the Ric Flair one with the robe is
Woo.
actually pretty good there. But I have to throw in that Adam Cole, right, to
You
top it
had
off
to.
there.
You had to.
All right, we'll give it a few more minutes. Anyone in at we're at 150. Anyone in at 170 or better, just type it in the chat. You'll just make a donation to Culture City.
Or if those aren't your thing, there is a counter down below. You can make a donation straight to Culture City from here.
Awesome. And definitely make sure you're following Elite Comics 11. This I see Ronacular, $200.
Nice.
Wow.
Ronacular. So now we need 220 or better. So Ronacular, I got you down. Thank you very much.
That's awesome.
Adam, you mentioned your match with Jungle Boy. I loved the physicality of that match. It was so dynamic. That was such a great match. I'd love to see that again. I agree.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Me too for sure. And I can't imagine that it doesn't happen again at some point. So
Nice. Well, people have been wondering, what it's like working with some of the legends that are also with AEW, DDP, Sting, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard. What's it like working with some of the people that have been in the business for a long time and just the experience?
It's been really, really cool, especially with how kind and welcoming everybody is. Like getting the chance to just talk for 5 minutes with Sting is still surreal to me. Like I've never lost sight of how cool this all is. Because again, at 9 years old, I decided I wanted to be a pro wrestler. So I was a student of the game in the sense of being a massive fan of all these guys and realizing and appreciating how cool it is that lots of times you get to share locker rooms with people like this. And then when you meet these people and you see how down to earth and how cool and welcoming they are, it just makes everything that much cooler. So yeah, Tully's another one who's incredibly nice. Sting, like I mentioned, is very, very nice. So yeah, it's really, really cool. Like 9-year-old me still looks around and kind of stops and smells the roses a little bit with stuff like that.
It's almost like you described yourself. I mean, really, you're so awesome and like such an amazing, huge talent, and then so down to earth, like so easy to talk to. So,
oh, thanks, man.
Well, let me
Appreciate
ask a question here, and it's been one that's been repeated. People are asking kind of if you could just recap some of the reasons why you joined AEW Elite, other than the fact that, I mean, what an incredible organization to step up for charity today. So I appreciate that. But why don't you talk about your decision? Why did you, what were some of the reasons that led you to Elite?
Yeah. So, I mean, I know there's some obvious ones, like, for example, it was getting to a point where me and Britt were not seeing each other very often because we were just on totally different schedules. So it was nice to be able to work for a company where me and her travel together, stay in the same hotel room, all that stuff. Obviously, that's important to me, and that's become more important the older I get as well. You want to be around your loved ones and stuff like that. Obviously, I have friends there, which is really cool. And then as far as like the wrestling aspect, there was like a bunch of fresh new talent there that I would love the chance to work with that I haven't had the chance to work with before. The fans are absolutely incredible. Like I can't think of, I know when I did NXT takeovers, those fans were absolutely amazing. So to some extent, it feels like an NXT takeover for me, like every week. So that part as a performer was really exciting. And then another thing too, and I know people have assumed this, but just to go on the record and say, like, keeping my Twitch account was really, really important to me. Like, really important. I've formed a bond in a community with these people that I cherish. Like, my day is better when I get to stream. So that's why even today I did like a quick little 45-minute stream just because I love talking to chat and I love playing really cool games. And I want to get more involved in the gaming community. Like I've said before, I would love to like voice act a video game character at some point. There's a lot of cool stuff I want to do outside of wrestling as well. And so yeah, keeping that was important. But generally speaking, again, it was just God, AEW is just so much fun. So much fun. I'm having the time of my life right now.
That's awesome. So Ronacular, we're gonna close out this law all for charity. You're at $200. Anyone want to make a play on this at 220 or better? I'm gonna just give it like 30 more seconds. If we don't get 220 or better, Ronacular is gonna get that lot. Thank you very much, Ronacular, for that bid. We'll just give the lag one last chance to do 220 or better there, and then I think. Bill, why don't you pick about 2 more questions? We appreciate Adam doing this, and he's been very giving with his time. I think we could try to get about 2 more questions in, and then we'll continue this evening as well. But go. We're going to go ahead and call that lot. Ronacular is going to take it for $200.
Nice. Congrats.
All
There
for
you
an
go.
awesome charity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ronacular. Appreciate that. Go ahead, Bill.
Oh yeah. So Elite Comics 11. We do a lot of comic book related stuff, movies. We sell comics. Are you? I mean, is there anything about comics that have touched you or you're into, or it could be movies or reading or anything at all?
Yeah. So, funny enough, I think because I'm so into games that a lot of people think maybe I'm really into comics. And I'm not like a diehard comic fan in the sense of I couldn't name like specific issues or certain things with certain stories. But I remember when I was a kid, a buddy of mine had a bunch of Spider-Man comics, and we used to love to I would go to his house and we would sit there and I would look at the pictures and go through all that stuff, which was really cool. But I am a big movie and TV guy in the sense of just in general, I watched Squid Game in 24 hours, I think. I watched the entire season because I couldn't stop. So that one was incredible. Me and Britt are watching You right now, but we're going very slow. Because for us to both coordinate time to be able to watch it at the same time can be difficult sometimes. But I love movies. I love TV. And yeah, Squid Game was excellent. I know it was kind of off topic, but it's really, really good.
It is. I mean, I'll be honest, like 1 or 2 episodes in, I was still like thinking, is this, but then it catches you and you want to see how it plays out. And I mean, it was really enjoyable. So that's
so
awesome.
good. It's been a really long time where I have sat down and said, okay, I'm going to try this show that everyone's talking about. Actually, I owe a big thanks to Kenny Omega. He was the one who said, have you seen Squid Game yet? And I said, no. He goes, you got to watch it. So that night I got back. I think I watched the first episode at 11 p.m. at night, and I think I went to bed at like 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I binge watched the entire show. Oh my God, it was so good.
That's
You
awesome.
is also a good one as well. The first season of You is like kind of crazy.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Really, really good. Really, really good. TV shows are great because you have so much more time to tell your stories and develop your characters and stuff. Like a well-written TV show is just like a 12-hour movie, really.
What about
Split up
Ozark?
into-
Anybody watch Ozark?
I have not seen Ozark. No.
That one's worth seeing, and we're gonna get the final season shortly, so you should check that out too. But okay, so what we're gonna do is again follow Elite Comics 11. Why? Because we're gonna put up auction previews, a lot of wrestling memorabilia and comics throughout the day that are gonna be available tonight when we're joined by Cody Rhodes, Leva Bates, and Diamond Dallas Page. We're gonna do some auctions, put up the counter as well, but you guys are gonna get a preview of some amazing merchandise that's going to be up for grabs, all for Culture City charity. So with that, Bill, let's pick a good question, pass along, and then we will thank Adam so much for coming out for this.
Of course.
Do you, as a wrestling fan, do you have any like really memorable match or like a top 5 match that you really sticks out in your mind Just I'd like to hear as a fan, like what.
Yeah. So there's a very specific story actually. So like I became a wrestling fan when I was 9, turning 10 years old. I used to take karate when I was a kid, and I remember my instructor was incredible. He was like just such a good role model for me at that age. And I remember I would get there early all the time, or I would stay late. And I remember I got there early one day, and he was watching a taped Monday Night Raw from the night before. And it was Kane and Stone Cold Steve Austin putting Paul Bearer in a sewer on Raw. And he turned to me and he goes, "Oh, do you watch WWE?" And I just straight up lied to him. I was like, yeah, I watch it all the time, just because I wanted to fit in with him real bad. So long story short, he ended up letting me borrow a tape of WrestleMania 15 that was in Philadelphia that year. And it was the first WrestleMania match with The Rock and Steve Austin. And I became a fan there. So this is a long-winded way of me saying my most memorable favorite match ever was actually WrestleMania 17, 2 years later, where it was Rock Austin 2 with the Limp Bizkit My Way video, and in the Houston Astrodome, 67,000 people. And I remember when that video ended and Howard Finkel got on the microphone and said the match was now no disqualification. And then JR goes, "No disqualification, when was that added?" And there's like this 1 second pause where everyone in the entire arena, 67,000 people, are just quiet. And then the glass breaks and 67,000 people throw their hands in the air and scream at the top of their lungs. And I, at my age, had never seen anything like that before. And I was like 11 or 12 years old. And it was the first time I ever got goosebumps. And I didn't know what was happening. I just had like adrenaline going through my body. And I rewound it and I watched it over and over again, and it kept happening. And that was the very moment where I said, "Oh, I'm going to be a pro wrestler." Mm-hmm. So that one to this day is still so special to me. If I go back and watch it now, I get the exact same feeling. So Rock Austin 2 WrestleMania 17 is that's my holy grail of
great
pro wrestling
answer.
matches.
I have goosebumps now. That was amazing.
Yeah. Incredible.
That is
well,
awesome.
I see you are a lot of people's favorite wrestler. I've been watching the chat. Like,
that's
you
awesome.
know.
Yeah, chat. Thank you very, very much. That's so cool.
Tons of energy, positive energy coming your way, Adam. And again, I mean, that's probably your daily life. You deserve that, but you especially deserve it today for making yourself available for charity. So thank you very much. And we'd love to have you back anytime it works for you, man. I really appreciate you making some time today for this.
For sure. It was a pleasure to be here, and hopefully I can come back on soon, man. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you, brother.
We need one of these, Adam, before you go here.
Oh, you know what? I'll do 2 of them. I'll do the Boom and the Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah.
Chat, because I see chat has been asking for that too. So I'll give you both. Boom. Here it comes. Adam Cole, baby.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Thank you for raising nearly $600.
$600
short amount of time, chat. Thank you guys so much.
We probably hit about $1,000. But again, follow me, Comics 11. The previews are going to be. You're going to see the preview items throughout the day, and then tonight you guys are going to be able to actually pick up those items, and it all goes to charity. And you're going to get to also spend some time with Cody Rhodes, Leva Bates, and Diamond Dallas Page. So look forward to that. Adam, man, you take care. You have a great day, man. Thank you so much for this.
Absolutely. Take care, guys. Thanks for having me.
Again, Adam. Take care.
All right.
Take care.
Bye.